I absolutely love this thing. Oh. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Jurassic Park Legacy Collection. Tim Murphy, Jurassic Park, Ford Explorer, and T-Rex. But first, if you're new, then welcome. This channel is all about cool action figures, analyzing them, hunting them, taking pics of them, and of course, playing with them. I upload new videos constantly throughout the week, so make sure you hit that bell icon so you stay notified when I do upload new content. And if you do enjoy this video or any of my other ones, please remember to give them a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. It is a very small goal of mine to try to reach at least one new subscriber per new video that I put out. So please be my one new subscriber for this video. Thank you so much in advance. As always, if you guys do want to support this channel in any other way, all I ask is that you do watch my videos from start to finish. The information on the channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Magical, aka the Buff Collector, and once again, guys, we are going to be taking a look at the Jurassic Park Legacy Collection. Tim Murphy, Jurassic Park, Ford Explorer, and T-Rex. Now, I happened to come across this thing in the wild while I was actually hunting for a different figure. What figure was that? The Target exclusive blue and red suit McFarlane Toys Superman. Now, as you probably have seen or known by now, if you guys are following the channel, I did happen to get that figure. I did not find it in the wild. Someone in the collecting community actually helped me acquire that one, so thank you so much to Robert for helping me find that Superman, and also Wrecker. He helped me find two figures, so that's great. It's always a great thing when fellow collectors help other fellow collectors. But while I was on my hunt for that Superman, I did come across this pack, and I could not pass it up. I am a huge Jurassic Park fan, and I could not. And so, despite me being a huge Jurassic Park fan, I have not gone into the lines too much. I haven't really gone into the Amber collection or even the Legacy collection. The display I had for my Jurassic Park area of my display room, I mainly wanted it to look more museum-like and more professional than all of my other areas. But then I happened to get a Raptor from the Amber collection on clearance, and as well as a Raptor pack from the Legacy collection on clearance. So I did start getting into them, and so when I came across this at Target, I could not pass it up. And I knew that with it being such a large item, I don't feel like, one, this is going to shelf form, and two, they didn't probably produce so many of these to shelf form also compared to the other figures that they produced, which seem to sell out in pre-orders, but when you go to the stores, they're sitting on the shelves constantly. In fact, they're sitting on the shelves so much that they actually get clearanced out. So, but I feel like this one's going to be different because it is the full Jeep, and it is the T-Rex, and it is Tim Murphy with the goggles. So with that being said, guys, I just have to say real quick again, I absolutely love this set. I could not pass it up when I came across it in the wild. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at everything that this set comes with. You do get a T-Rex right here, Big Mama T-Rex. You do get the Jurassic Park style Ford Explorer. It's not marketed and labeled as a Ford Explorer, but that's the kind of car and make and model that they used in the movie. And you of course get Tim Murphy with the night vision goggles that are heavy, so he shouldn't be touching them. My only gripe with the goggles is, and honestly when I first picked this up, I almost got one with the messed up Tim Murphy, but I happened to look at it and thankfully I saw that the face wasn't too good, so I went back to the shelf and looked at this one, and this one had a really good face sculpt, and I did not pay attention to the goggles because had I paid attention to the goggles, I would have seen that there was a little paint scuff right there. As you can see, that's missing a little yellow painting right there. Overall, the goggles are not too detailed. They're just basically molded kind of very loosely into that shape that they were in the movie, with the little, telescoping lenses right there that are painted yellow. Like I said, mine's missing a little yellow right there. But as I was talking about Tim Murphy, his likeness on this figure is really close to the actor. As you can see, it is very well done. I do have a few gripes with this figure, but we'll get into that when we start talking about the articulation. I have some boxes that he was standing on because he's such a small character. Pulling the Jeep forward. Well, talking about the accessories, that's basically the only accessory he comes with is that pair of night vision goggles. So we're going to go ahead and start pulling these forward to take a closer look. So as you can see, here's Tim Murphy in his Jurassic Park uniform or costume that he wore in the movie. Here's the front, here's the back, here's the other side. So very much like the movie, and like I said, the likeness on this on that character is very well done. So pulling the Jeep forward, as you can see, it has the Jurassic Park logo there. It has all the Jurassic Park paint scheme, the logo at the top. The inside is somewhat detailed in terms of molded plastic and whatnot, but in terms of coloring and stickers, there's not much in there. I do have another gripe with this Jeep, and that is that the back it's not accessible at all. You can't pull the top off, so you can't really mess with anything in the back. You can't put Tim in the back like he is in the movie when he's on his knees looking out the back window. The one cool thing about this Jeep, though, is that this top part does go down, so you can simulate that scene when the T-Rex is attacking the kids and he's pushing this down. So that's really cool. But like I said, I really wish we could still be able to take this top part off, or at least open this back hatch up so we could put Tim on his knees and put the night vision goggles on him and make him look out the back window. But other than that, the other 4 doors do open on this Jeep, so you can open the front doors and the back doors. So that's really cool, and it does roll and move, so you do have that capability. Last but certainly not least, you have Big Mama T-Rex right here, and yes, it is a female, because all the T-Rex, or all the dinosaurs on Jurassic Park, are females. So the one cool thing that this one does is it does have that chomping action, although I do wish it was more in the tail, like the bun was more in the tail, because then it'd be a lot easier to do for toy photography, because right now it's like your hand has to be right in the image and right in the shot to squeeze it down, and so it kind of ruins it. But it's a really cool feature, it chomps down and whatnot. So yeah, all in all, a really cool dinosaur. I absolutely love this thing. It's massive. I don't know if it's going to fit in my Jurassic Park display, to be honest with you, but I'm going to make it fit because I absolutely love this thing. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation of the T-Rex real quick. I had to zoom out because she is so big, so I apologize for showing you guys the sides of my studio here. But as I showed you guys, she does have chomping action. The button is right here at the top of her head. You just press down and she does start chomping away. She does get rotation at the neck, so she can look all the way to the left, or I'm sorry, all the way to the right and all the way to the left. She can look down literally this much, but she can crank her head up pretty high and start, roaring and whatnot. Her little arms right here, they do articulate up and down. They don't really go out too much or in. Oh yeah, they do, right? They go up and down this way, but not out and stuff. But they do articulate up and down as well. The legs do articulate as well, forward and back, and then no real... Oh, this one has ankle articulation, but this one doesn't. Oh, it does, but it's very stiff, so be careful. The tail is also articulated. It has a joint right here at the base, and it does also have a rotation here at the tail, at the very end of the tail, so you get some rotation, move it around, do some different stuff with it. So as you see guys, she is a big dinosaur, but she does have some pretty decent articulation. You can get into some pretty decent poses. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the Jeep. Like I said, all 4 doors on the Jeep do open, the back and the front, so you get that. You do get wheel movement right there, so it does roll and whatnot, and it does of course move at the top where the T-Rex breaks through the glass. Taking a look at Tim Murphy right here, he does get rotation at the head. He can look all the way to the left, all the way to the right, all the way to the left. He gets no up and down, no real head tilt. His arms do go out, and you do get 360 rotation at the arm right there. But that is it. No other articulation whatsoever. That is my one gripe with this figure. They could have at least added a little elbow articulation, or at least rotation at the elbow or at the wrist. Unfortunately they did not, so yeah, you get out rotation and that's it. That's basically it. No rotation at the waist. He does kick out pretty decently there. You do kick out pretty far here, not too far back, and he does get single hinge knees to bend down on his knees. That's why I said I was trying to get him on his knees on the back right here, so when he was looking out the back window, but you couldn't, and I was trying to get him in the position when he's holding the glass, but there's no rotation at the wrist and there's no hinge at the wrist, so he couldn't really go up like this, like he's pushing on the glass. So yeah, I mean, that was a pretty good letdown in this set, I have to admit. But other than that, guys, all in all, it is a really cool set. Like I said, when I came across it, I could not pass it up because it is one of the most iconic scenes, not only in the movie, but also in all of cinematic history. I mean, that T-Rex is all animatronics, guys. I mean, obviously when he's running and everything is CGI, but the majority of that of that scene when that T-Rex is coming down into that Ford Explorer. It is a real animatronic T-Rex. They just do not make movies like that anymore, and it's sad to say, because I personally love practical effects and animatronics, and any movie that utilizes real sets over CGI. In my opinion, CGI should be used to enhance a movie, not make a movie. But that is just my opinion on that. What do you guys think down in the comments? Do you guys prefer real scenario movies, like real sets movies, or do you guys like CGI? Maybe you guys grew up with CGI. I grew up with CGI, but also I grew up with crappy CGI, so I know what good CGI looks like and what bad CGI looks like, but I also know what a good, very heavily detailed real life set looks like, and you just can't beat that. But with that being said, guys, go ahead and take a look at some really cool pics that I took of these awesome figures. I was gonna say of this guy, but it's technically a T-Rex, Tim Murphy, and the Jeep, or I'm sorry, the Ford. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at those pics, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you enjoyed those pics, you can find the full images over on Instagram at CoolFigurez, and I do have a separate Instagram account for my more thought out, planned out, more edited pics called Epic Shots by CoolFigurez. Go ahead and check it out. If you like what you see, leave me a follow there as well. I am also on TikTok, where I do all my unboxings for my toys. I am like a child when I get a new toy, and I cannot wait to rip it open, so I do not wait to set up my YouTube studio, and I just film TikToks real quick. So if you are interested in seeing the unboxing to any of the toys that I review here, go ahead and head over to TikTok at CoolFigurez and check them out. But with that being said, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. But whether or not you're a subscriber, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to me talk about toys. I really do appreciate it. As always, I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.